Hello everyone, hope you are well on a Wednesday night. It is kind of late at night. We had a power outage here a while ago. We had a storm come through, pretty fast moving, came through, but it knocked our power out for about 45 minutes, almost an hour. And I was almost beginning to think that I wasn't going to do a video tonight. And I was thinking it, I didn't say it. And Mrs. Dawg said, she was in the process of saying the sentence. She says, well, I don't think you're going to be able to do a video. And she wasn't done with the word video and the lights came on. So doing a video. So I was meant to do one tonight. So anyway, I'm going to talk about a couple of different things. I'm going to mention some prep ideas or some preps that I don't talk about as much or haven't talked about in a while. And of course, a good verse at the end. First, though, I'm going to mention the big news today. Well, there's a couple of things today, but we had a close call with this one of the justices of the Supreme Court, this Justice Kavanaugh. They arrested a guy. You may have heard about it already, but they arrested a guy right near his home. I believe Maryland is where he lives. But they arrested a guy who had the intentions, he had weapons, and he admitted that his intention was to go in the home of this justice and assassinate him. It was over the pending Roe versus Wade decision, and also about the personal protection weapon issue that's going around in the news right now. So I'm telling you, folks, they've had these, and you may have seen it too, they have a lot of protesters outside the homes of these justices. And there are laws in the books to prevent this or to arrest people who are trying to intimidate the Supreme Court justices. But they're not enforcing it, of course. They want this. They want an outcome. And I'm telling you, in my opinion, they better get a handle on this quickly, okay? Because somebody's going to get hurt. One of these justices, they're targeting the conservative ones, of course. If one of these guys gets assassinated, okay, can you imagine? Can you imagine? I believe we would... We're like a tinderbox anyway, right? I mean, you got such a division, such a tinderbox. It's a shame, really, but it's true. Something like that. Boy, I tell you what, talk about a spark. It's frightening, really. I believe this country would burn. I really do. One of these conservative justices gets taken out. Man alive, hold on. That's just my opinion now. I could be totally off. Okay, that's just my reaction. Heaven forbid it happens. I mean, really. I hope none of the justices, I mean, they need to be protected, all of them. My opinion. Okay, enough of that. I better not say anything else. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. So, next thing, Janet Yellen, the United States Treasury Secretary, came out today and said that basically that the United States inflation will not be a decade-long problem for the United States. So why did she say it like that? Well, she was being grilled by some lawmakers today. And they were asking her a couple of times. They're like, is this going to go on? Is this going to go on for years and 10 years, you know? And she had to say, no, she doesn't, in her opinion. Now, she's been wrong before, right? She says, no, it will not be a decade-long problem. Now, just sad that you have to say that. But we don't know. Who knows? She don't know. She said that recent readings of 8% inflation is unacceptable for the United States. 2% is more of an appropriate target for the Federal Reserve. I think 0% is an appropriate target, and 8% is BS. We know it's much higher than that. In reality, in the world, in dog world, it's much higher than 8%. When we go and buy stuff, I mean, when your food, many items of food are 50% or more higher than they were just a few months ago, that's not 8%. I mean, I never was great at math, but dang. What's she talking about? She don't know. 8%. Other economists are saying they see inflation as more embedded of an embedded problem and may leave millions of retirees on fixed incomes and poverty. Well, yeah, duh. Probably already are, some of them, or a lot of them. I think there's going to be a lot of people in poverty pretty soon. Get the working poor, even people who are working, trying to work and make ends meet, poverty. They can't afford the basics, just the basic stuff. Having to make choices between medicine and certain food, pay the light bill, the medical bill, the credit card bill, insurance, you name it, pick one. Can't make it all meet, no. Miss Janet Yellen has been wrong before. Remember about a year or so ago, she said this inflation is transitory, temporary. BS. We knew it then, didn't we? We knew it back then that it was BS. I did a couple of videos about it, like, no, she's wrong. And now she's saying it will not be a 10-year problem. Well, Lord, I hope it's not a 10-year problem, but who knows? Looks like it's going to be a few years at least. She's not putting a timestamp on it. Anyway, we need to keep preparing, folks. Keep on doing it. Can't get stagnant with it. Can't say, oh, I'm all good, dog. We got to keep on doing it because we keep eating. We got to eat every day, don't we? I mean, we don't have to, but we eat and drink. So we got to keep topping them off. Things other than food, and we talk a lot about food and water. We need to think about other things as well. You know, your toiletries, something as simple as toothpaste. Shoes, gloves, your clothes, things that wear out, socks, underwear. Thrift stores, think about thrift stores. You can usually find some deals. You know, it may take a little longer, you know, but you can find some things. Don't discount, don't eliminate antique stores. We go to antique stores sometimes and we'll find things that are pretty good deals. And typically they're better built and they last longer than something that was made here in modern times or, you know, here recently. So don't pass over antique stores, you know. No, it's not for everybody, you know. Yard sales, I have mixed feelings about that. I'm not a big yard sale guy, but I know people who can really just have a knack for cleaning up on that stuff. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, your places like that will have some deals. Not everything is a deal, but you can find some good things there. Think about shelf-stable, your staples for meals, and even not too early to think about holiday food. Especially the shelf-stable stuffs. You know, your canned pumpkin, cranberry sauce, stuffing, whatever, stuff that you know is not going to go bad anytime soon. Okay, those are just things that I was thinking about earlier that are, you know, they're not talked about as much as your normal, you know, food, water items. Okay, we know those. Okay. Good verse today is 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 6 says, "Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he may exalt you." He may exalt you. Love that word. Exalt. Lift up. We are not alone in this deal, y'all. A lot of times, and I'm guilty of this, we feel like we have to just take it all ourselves, and we can do it. You know, you got this. We can do anything. Well, we can't do it on our own. None of us are good enough. None of us are just enough, just alone. Okay, we need the Lord to be our guide, to be our light, and so we need to remember that. Let's be patient. Keep praying. That's the key. Pray every day. All right, and keep that relationship rich. Okay, share your thoughts. Let's please be aware out there. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff flying around. All right, keep your head on a swivel and be on the lookout. Be aware. God bless you. See you soon.